Episode 10, Blerd.Talk.
Yeah.
Season finale, season 1 finale.
Hey,
we'll be
we
back.
made it.
This is not the end. It's merely a stepping off point, as King T'Challa said.
This is really a new beginning.
Yeah. For the viewers who consistently, the English is hard. Consistently watch. We will have more content coming via Yori, and season 2 will be up and coming in November. But today's topic: PS5, Xbox Series XYZ.
Insert letter.
Yeah.
Basically.
Is it a grab now or should you wait for it? I'm not hearing any chatter about the Xbox. I'll just start there. Just nothing. I'm not hearing anything. I'm not looking for it either. But nothing's coming across my desk of social media about it. So I mean, personally, I would rather wait for it just because I'm not big on being the first to have something. I'm just not that big of a deal. It's gonna be more outside the ones that sold out initially. It's gonna be more. They're gonna keep pushing them. So me personally, it's just I'll wait. Plus, isn't typically like there's like bugs and issues with the initial push for the consoles?
Typically, anything new technology-wise, hardware-wise, you typically run into that. The 30 series NVIDIA graphics card having issues. The first time the PS3 and Xbox 360 launches, for people who are, let's say, too young to remember or see that, they literally caught fire. Or melted different trade. It was phenomenally hilarious in hindsight. This hardware was doing. So who knows what they'll do this time? But I think some people really enjoy that.
I think the technology is a little bit better nowadays.
I mean, yeah, it's always getting better.
In both consoles, from what I've seen in both consoles, I don't see anything catches on fire this time.
I mean, I heard stuff about that with Xbox, about it being overheated, but nobody's really had a real hands-on yet. But that's what they've been talking about. That's the only thing I've heard bad-wise was the Xbox being, running a little too hot. But
which one are you?
Until we try it.
Because Xbox doesn't have any dang cooling in it.
Basically.
That kind of leads to fires, what we were talking about just now. So yeah, technology has gotten better, but it does take typically more power to run more efficiently. And hey, that's more heat.
It's just them not knowing what the hell they're doing. But the Xbox, from what I've seen from the outside layer of it, it doesn't have as much like airflow as the PS5 does, which is kind of weird. But the PS5 has like a crap ton of airflow in it, and it has like a lot of copper in it, which is really good. So
tell them why it's really good.
What, copper? Copper is the best heat conductant for like any sort of cooling. Like if you have a PC or anything like that, if you can get a copper like
heatsink,
like a copper heatsink, it'd be like probably the best. You can get the basic copper fan heatsink, and that thing will just be pulling away the heat like it's nothing. And like a lot of copper has liquid in it, which disperses outwards, and then it comes back inwards to pull the heat out, and it keeps doing it over and over and over again, which like spreads out the heat better in the consoles or computers. So I was actually really shocked when I looked at the PS5's breakdown. When I was looking at the whole system, I was like, bro, that's that they all right, okay, PS5. I see we learning.
Did you see any copper in the Xbox? In the new Series Xbox? Do you see any or heard of any in there?
So what?
Have you seen or heard of any copper in the Xbox?
Bro, I didn't even see. I was expecting them to do a breakdown on theirs also, but
Mm-hmm.
I guess they just was like, nah, we're not gonna do it. But I probably didn't see it. But I'm pretty sure they do have copper in it. But from me looking at the console, like all around 360, they have. I don't see much ventilation as the PS5 does. Like the ventilation, like the PS5's whole backside is just ventilation. That's just the whole back of the PS5 is vent. So I'm just like, dang.
So which one would y'all rather prefer to? Which one would y'all prefer to have, the Xbox or the PlayStation 5?
Well, see, the thing is that I have a computer, so there's no point in me having it.
But if you had to choose, sir, if you had to choose,
if I had to choose, it would probably be a PS5 because the Xbox isn't coming out with any exclusives as of yet. Like they decided they're gonna wait until like the year after, like the next year, like I think 2021 before they start doing exclusives. I mean, which is fine. But it's not even gonna be exclusives. Like as I was telling other people, it's gonna be. I don't even think they're doing Xbox exclusives anymore. I think it's just gonna be Microsoft exclusives because their games are coming to the PC also. So if you have a PC, it's like, should you get it? No. I mean, I'm happy they're allowing people to have that option. That's the one thing I think Microsoft is gonna like. In the long run, Microsoft is gonna beat Sony in the long run because they are allowing.
It can go PC and console.
Yeah, it's allowing people to have more flexibility than the Sony is. But I mean, if Sony just keeps pushing out more like exclusives, it's gonna keep itself in there. But in the long run, people are gonna be like, all right, you know, I'm fucking tired of buying the PlayStation, so I'm just gonna give me a PC and forget all that stuff.
So Ghost, you're the long
console.
Yeah, you're the last standing consoler. So which one would you prefer?
Honestly, for right now, because of the game I'm playing, Black Desert Online.
Oh my God! It's like free advertising.
Yeah, man. I've been waiting for that PlayStation 5, but I'm gonna get Xbox down the line, but I'm not in a rush to get it anytime soon. So I'll probably get it like later on.
I feel like if you're gonna get an Xbox, you might as well just go ahead and get a PC.
I mean, of course, I'm gonna make my own PC. We got that.
You know, this is my opinion.
But I mean, for me being a console, going way back when all the consoles came out, I always got an Xbox and a PlayStation. I kept that tradition up, and because I always liked Xbox, like when it first came out, I was like pure Xbox, and then PlayStation, I kind of switched over to that, but it was always Xbox, and then it was like a couple of games that pulled me over, and I'd be playing PlayStation and then back to Xbox, and now
you sound toxic.
That sounds expensive. That's what you really need. That's not toxic. He likes playing games.
But then it's like now it's like a turnaround. It's like PlayStation now. I'm playing PlayStation now. Sometimes I play Xbox, but it's like a mix. But I'm gonna get both. It's just I'm gonna get PlayStation first, and then Xbox later down the line. So. And that's mostly because of the game. Yeah.
All right. So just to preface this, I don't care about either. But in the caveat of it, if I am forced to choose, I think the choice really comes down to versatility versus fanboy charm / exclusivity. Do you care about Demon's Souls? Do you care about Ratchet and Clank? Do you care about Crash Bandicoot? If it does only release on Sony the next gen, eventually it's going to come to all consoles anyway, at least Crash. If they decide to continue Spiral the Dragon, if they decide to make that Sony exclusive, like a lot of the older PS1 to PS2 titles, if they can lock that down to solely Sony, will give a lot of people who play Sony, like grew up with Sony, to buy the PS5. So really, that's kind of all Sony has for me. Really, is I do want to play the new Demon's Souls, but as anyone who plays Demon or Dark Souls realizes, they come out with another edition and then they release it on every system, and then everything is good in the world. So I can wait. I don't need to play another Souls game. So other than that, I really don't care about what the PS5 is pushing because I'm a PC player. As far as the other side is concerned, the Xbox, whatever letter you want to insert here, you have the versatility of Microsoft saying, hey, play these games however and wherever you want. You can play it on your phone, you can play it on your PC, you can play it on your console. It's really easy to streamline and go both ways. I was playing Killer Instinct before on my Xbox console, got a PC, and then started playing on my PC with the same copy code. And it was cross-play. So I could play with people that had it on the console still. And that's amazing. But Sony hated the idea of cross-play. Like, they were just not having it. But Microsoft allows it, and you can play with so many different people through different networking services. That's amazing. So as Hans was saying here, or as Afro was saying, in the long run, Microsoft definitely kind of wins that race. In the short term, if they do nail down exclusives, if they do push this forward down saying, hey, we are the main console that can offer you these things and no other console can, then sure, Sony does have a stake in it. But a lot of their titles that were really exclusive are dead. Like Metal Gear Solid's dead completely. A lot of the older titles just are discontinued. Legacy of Kain series gone. Spyros or Crashes. Well, Crash, of course, is coming back. Ratchet and Clanks just weren't what they used to be. Like, there's just a lot of things that did exist back then. PS2 used to be known for its JRPG elements. I have no idea what happened to JRPGs ever since Final Fantasy X, just about. So it's like, what is the stake in getting a PlayStation 5 now? Like, why would you do that? It used to be Bluetooth, like not Bluetooth, it used to be Blu-ray. You got PlayStation 3/up because there's Blu-ray capability and technological advancements. Cool. But everyone has that now. So what does it boil down to getting a system for at this point? It doesn't really boil down to anything. So that's kind of where I stand with it.
I think Call of Duty Warzone is crossplay.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not sure. I don't think it's a. Does anybody play that on Xbox?
Yeah, some people do.
Okay, well, I don't.
I can understand and I don't understand. Like it's like the only way I can see Sony officially like doing something like that is if like Sony decided to release their own or if they decide like to team up with Steam or something like that. That's like the only one I can see, or Epic Store or something like that. That's like the only one I can see them being like, all right, you know what, we'll do this, but we'll team up with these people. So it can be a chain, like, okay, we'll team up with Epic Store, but we don't have to directly team up with Microsoft. So that's the only thing I can see them doing, but I don't think they want to do that either, because that's a lot of legalities that I'm pretty sure they don't want to deal with.
I mean, I'm personally not. I really don't care about crossplay. So as far as what Yori was saying versus crossplay on Xbox versus PlayStation, that's irrelevant to me. I would prefer to have a Sony PlayStation because I'm a Sony fanboy. I've had every single one, and that's it.
I can see you wearing a damn shirt.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
I was looking at that like, don't even ask him the question. He's not even a part of the podcast at this point. Just we already know.
Just let your shirt talk.
Yeah, it's free advertising again.
But what like I said, what the Sony is gonna do, what it is gonna push, what PlayStation 5 is gonna push is gonna be very interesting. You know, yeah, like you said, Demon Souls, God of War, Ragnarok, and everything like that. Like those games, like people are gonna be like, oh man, I need to get this PS5 because I want to see what happens after God of War, on God of War, some stuff like that.
Yeah. So, but the thing is, like, they're not coming out on release, and you know, to buy it right now.
Of course.
Yeah,
Like, I don't know if Demon Souls is. I don't think Demon Souls is.
Oh, Demon Souls is releasing.
Is it on release?
PS5. Yeah, it's on release with
okay,
PS5.
So that's a huge push there, at least.
Yeah.
But other than that, like for me personally, there isn't anything I really care for. A lot of people care for that. I don't care for it, but a lot of people do, and I'm not going to discount that. So that is a pretty big release pocket right there for people who aren't heroed out with all the movies that have happened and everything happening with it.
And I guess Godfall, if people like Godfall.
Yeah, but that's what I'm saying. Like, it's so weird now. Like, it's so hard to actually pinpoint, at least for me nowadays, what people actually really enjoy. Like, back then, it was like, you had Killzone, you had Gears of War, you had Halo, you had just all these different types. You had Infamous back then that was releasing pretty consistently. Assassin's Creed when it was really big and consistently good. But now it's like, what would be the exclusive people care about? Like Halo is already re-releasing itself currently, all stuff that we've already played before. So it's like, okay, that's cool. All the Soul series are literally re-releasing, nothing new, all the same thing still. So it's like, what new is there even to look forward to, like IP wise?
It seems like Sony is like
God
Afro
of
was
War,
saying.
as Afro said, is like the only like big one I can be like, oh my god, people are really gonna be hyped for this.
Well, Spider-Man's also Sony
and
exclusive
Spider-Man,
too.
yeah.
Spider-Man.
But then after that, you're like, hello.
I mean, unless people like Sackboy still.
What is it?
Or if Little Big Planet is still a thing. I don't even know if Little Big Planet is still as big of a thing.
It's just called Sackboy, no, but it's still big. It's still, it's still very big.
Okay, that's good. Like I want to hear of these titles, but they just don't seem
Appeal
to
to you.
exist like they. No, I just don't think they exist like they used to.
Mm.
Like there were so many like exclusive titles that you could say, oh my god, this has this, but Xbox has this. But now it's like, where are those titles?
You could kind of just blame that on our
Well, I guess people might be interested in Final Fantasy 16.
16, DMC
maybe.
16.
Yeah, but a lot of people looked at it when I was reading through comments, and they were like, "Yo, is this Final Fantasy 15 again? Like, did they not learn their lesson? This character looks exactly that." So once again, I don't know if people are really into it like that. I'm not personally into it at all, but that doesn't mean other people aren't, gonna throw their money at them.
But because of what, you're all right?
Go ahead. No.
Oh,
go ahead.
Because of like you said, it's not a lot of games that's coming out upon release. That's why I prefer. I mean, it's never been like that as far as I remember. So that's why I'm kind of like, I'd rather wait and see what comes out, because otherwise it's like what, a $400 paperweight or something.
Wait, I mean, what you mean buying the game? I mean, it's like 50 or 60.
No,
the console itself.
The console.
Depending on which one you get. I think $300 to $500 is what you're.
But it's like it's just sitting there, like unless it's a game that I want.
Like you're not used to it. My bad. I was just. I get what you're saying though.
Yeah, you was.
I'm catching up AOL speed right quick. That's all right. We good now. I got back on my Verizon. I know, right? I caught up. So my verdict is: you have versatility in the Xbox category. You have some of the exclusivity and the old things most of you guys liked about Sony, minus the RPG focus, because I don't think Sony really has many RPGs like they used to back in the day. Nowadays as well. So that was my huge selling point of being a Sony fanboy, is because I love sinking 50 to hundreds to literally breaking the time clock on my RPGs to 999-999.
They do,
but
have some.
They're just far and few between. You have to look so much harder. At this point, I'd rather play an indie game. I'd rather play something and pass by and just move on with my life. I don't have that level of free time like I used to have to sink all that time. So as far as me, if I had to make a choice, it probably would be Xbox, only because of the versatility, because I'm a PC gamer and I can kind of use both in tandem and play with people. Like I was able to play Gears of War with Ghost because he had it on the Xbox and I had it on PC. And I was like, sweet, this is amazing. Like I just want to play things with friends now. And I couldn't have that experience with Sony unless Sony decides to like release a handheld console that has the same capabilities of like a Switch, but a higher demand as to like higher hardware parts that it has with it, then maybe, but that's not happening. Plus that's a lot of money to produce anyway. So yeah, probably not getting a PS5. I'll just borrow someone's to play Demon Souls and then wait till it comes to PC. Unless they do Ratchet and Clank Online, because I do want to like set up mines and put the chicken mod on it and watch people roll by and turn to chickens as they blow up. That was fun back in the day. Or if they do Resident Evil Outbreak, like exclusively on Sony. But I know they're not, because they're doing werewolf crap for the next Resident. I'm done. Someone else go.
For me, I'm gonna wait, of course, but I'm still gonna get the PS5 because I have a PC. So that really whole thing just doesn't really affect me that much. Like it's just like, But yeah, I'll just get a PS5 because I want Demon Souls. I want Spider-Man because I saw that, like, it's small shit that draws me in with that. That Spider-Man with the cat. That was cute to me. I'm sorry. but
Genshin Impact, not cute. Spider-Man with a cat. Cute as
That's because it's because that cat can actually do something. Like that cat actually uses a finisher move with you. It was actually pretty cool.
I
was
need to
like,
see
yo,
it. I haven't seen it yet.
That's dope. But yeah, it's just gonna be PS5 for me because I have a PC.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, same thing. PS5 for me. I have a PC, so whatever comes out on Xbox, I'm going to get on PC anyway, for obvious reasons. PS5, fanboy for life.
It catches your house on fire.
My PS5 fanboy for life. Don't stop.
You just be like, like, but other than that, yeah, I'm all about the PlayStation. I dabbled with the Xbox 360, and it just didn't.
Yeah.
It was a toxic relationship.
Yeah, I remember that. Yeah.
Yeah. So I got the red circle of death.
Red ring of doom or red ring of death.
Yeah,
I call it doom.
It was 20 point of me and Julius like river danced on the Xbox 360 just to see what would happen. Yeah, so
remember all the solutions? They're like wrap it up in the ice, put it in the freezer, put a bag of rice in it.
Yeah, and for me to river dance on a console, especially at that point in my life, I don't. That means I don't really care for it. It's just, I think it was his anyway, so I don't think it mattered. But yeah, PS5 all day.
Yeah, PS5 first, and then Xbox.
And then Xbox. Wow.
Yeah, he's just spending more money than he needs to.
I said down the line, man. Down the line.
Like what?
Like next year.
Like 6 months. Could be like 6 months later.
This could be like years down the line. I'd be like, you know what? It's time to get that Xbox. I'd be like, all right, check this out.
I would literally get it, play Ratchet and Clank, play Demon Souls, then sell it to someone, and then be done. That's really the only thing that like it has to pull. Like for weird, I'm gonna say this, but I think I'm just done with Final Fantasy. I just
oh no, not true.
I don't think I'd ever have to say that in my life, you guys.
If you said that about Metal Gear Solid,
like I was gonna say, like imagine saying about Metal Gear Solid, like
I'll have to come home and check on you.
Like I don't know, is it? But is
you're all right
over though?
Yeah,
so,
I mean,
it's over. Yeah, it's done. I mean, I wish they just ended at 4, to be honest with you. But that's a whole different talking point. So it's all right.
But so any closing remarks? Opinions?
Just research what you want to get. It's only going to get more expensive from here on out. The games coming out for the console will actually push to around $70 for some titles. So just be aware of what you're getting yourself into. At this point, gaming is an expensive investment. So just be aware of what you're getting into, the specs of the machines you're buying, and the versatility of it. You know, a lot of people nowadays aren't buying it solely to game. So there are many different things to look forward to with these consoles coming out. Even if we aren't looking forward to it, it doesn't mean you guys can't.
All right. Ghost, do your thing.
Like and subscribe and let us know what console that you're waiting for that you might get first, and be on the lookout for some new content from us while we are on with a break.
Hiatus.
Well, I didn't want to say hiatus, scare people.
Hunter X hiatus. Fear. Fear, everyone's gone.
But we will be back in November. But between then, we're going to have some excellent content from Yuri, so stay tuned for that.
Yes.
And we're going to discuss this whole anime topic in season 2. So be prepared for that too.
What anime? The trash anime you like?
The trash anime you like?
You literally know the trash anime.
Like, subscribe here. Hit that.
Trash. It's alright.
Just
like
how you like Black Desert, you like that anime too. So.
Oh,
alright.
The Overcast.
Just give me the anime you like, and I'm gonna analyze it for the next talking points. Right. This is why it's trash.
Oh Lord. Anyway,
it's all right. Raccoons are nice people, and they enjoy the trash.
So, like I said, like and subscribe.